Welcome back, True Seeker. I want to share with you another observation about the Toronto shooting of July 22nd, 2018. 3 days before that incident, the Toronto police asked for the city of Toronto to increase the number of cameras in the city. Apparently, there are 34 currently in Toronto, and they want the number increased to 74. And let me show you why that is so funny in light of this being the total they want in the city of Toronto, Ontario. In case you're new here, I exposed the language of Gematria, which is a language important to Freemasonry, which has much influence over police and government across the world, and a language which is also important to Jewish Kabbalists. And this tragedy in Toronto came on Tisha B'Av, the day to remember Jewish tragedy. Anyhow, Toronto, Ontario, in the language of Gematria, sums to 74, as does active shooter. We had an active shooter just days after the police made this request. And if you come back to the article, not only did they ask for cameras, Toronto police to ask city to double public cameras, install gunshot detectors. So what a perfect event to come right after this request. Again, the Freemason motto is order out of chaos. Create the problem, provide the solution. Or create the problem to help get your way. 74 is this super special number to Freemasonry. Masonic equals 74, as does Jewish, as does killing. You know, you think about the United States of America, a nation with the birthday 7/4, holiday equals 74, so does Independence Day. 3 of the first 5 presidents died on July 4th. What are the odds? 7-4. Check out that song called Gematria, the killing name. And notice Gematria and killing, both 74. English also 74. London is 74. Modern Freemasonry, born in London, June 24th, 1717. That was a date with 47 numerology. The date of this shooting in Toronto, 7/22/18. Date with 47 numerology. Freemasonry, large and in charge, controlling police. Notice policeman equals 47, as does cop, as does government, as does authority. On the Freemason logo, the compass is set at 47 degrees above the big G. Instruments of geometry around the big G. Gematria means geometry in language. This language is so important to Freemasonry. It is part of all of their rituals, and that's what these shootings are. Rituals and numbers, dates on the calendar. You know, it's not arbitrary that they just made this request for 74 cameras before the active shooter on the date with 47 numerology. Not at all. If you missed my other videos, Scottish Rite of Freemasonry equals 227. You know, what was the date? 22/7, July 22nd. Date of Tisha B'Av, the day to remember Jewish tragedy. So, if you followed me for any length of time, these are the same numbers we've talked about from the beginning. You know, it was the numbers 47 and 74 that allowed me to see the relevance of Gematria back before I began teaching about it in 2013. So, just wanted to give you this important detail, one more sign of who's truly responsible for the shooting in the news. You know, got your clothes, you got your police officers dressed in plain clothes. The media's let you know that was the case. Why are plainclothes police officers investigating the scene of the crime? It's because it was a drill reported as a tragedy. Again, create the problem, provide the solution. The agenda is to scare the people of the world into giving up their rights and liberties so the government can have more control. That's always the agenda. And it's always done by the same exact repetitive code. All right, True Seeker, until next time.